Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm going to begin by giving all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash.
Double honor to our beloved elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to those elect. And shalom to all the Akim pushing this truth with sincerity.
Man, that's a big ass stuff.
So, brothers from the GMS Columbus, Ohio branch coming back again with another Sunday camp through the Spirit. And, we're just going to roll with the Spirit. And through the Spirit, I just want to tackle a couple points, concerning the doctrine of the heathen. All right, you got the situation with the Genesis Israelites, all right, granting salvation, all right, to the heathen, to the Gentiles, the natural Gentiles, which is false. You see, and real quick, you just bring that out.
I used to in high school, I would go
because the scriptures speak about false prophets, man. All right, and especially in these last days. You see, you got it, bro.
So 2 Timothy chapter 3, I'll start at verse 12, says, all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse.
Right, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of, changings of the doctrine, all right, so on and so forth, man. These men are not rooted in the faith. Because here it is, how in the fuck, we've been through all these captivities, all this pain and suffering, and you're going to give what was granted to us to the heathen, man. That's bullshit. You see? The God of the Bible is dealing with the nation of Israel solely, man. All right? And we're going to edify on that. You can bring that next one out, that 2 Timothy 4.
Yeah, just finishing up that verse, it says, deceiving and being deceived.
Right, deceiving and being deceived, and that's what's happening. They're deceiving a lot of the flock. You see? They're leading the flock astray. All right? Pushing, this falsehood, man, these heresies, man. You got something?
Yeah, just a quick one. This is 1 John chapter 4. At the top, this is beloved. Believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out in the world,
right.
Into the world.
Like you said, try the spirit. You see, when you deal with these different camps, etc., you have to scrutinize their doctrine. Like our apostles, etc., always tell us, to search for yourself. Be like the church of Berea. All right, search these things out for yourself. All right, study for yourself. You see, the scripture speaking about, all right, establishing your faith. Okay, so on and so forth. Can you read that one more time, Mark?
Back at it, 1 John 4 at the top. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world.
Right, many false prophets are going out into the world, and what they're pushing is false, man. You see, the heathen are not going to be joint heirs with us in the kingdom, nor granted salvation. All right, and when you deal with salvation, ultimately, the beginning of it is dealing with the blood of Yahweh Shai, ultimately. You see, and then that blood from Yahweh Shai is going to be what? A covering from the wrath and destruction that's about to come upon Babylon the Great. All right, and in that, what we're going to be delivered. You see, when you tap into that word. But you can bring that Timothy 4.
Yep. It's 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
Right, the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, man. All right, good doctrine, wholesome doctrine. You see. Go ahead.
It says, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
Right, and dealing with the Genesis Israelites, and I'm not the guy to be disrespectful, or none of that, but we gotta address these things, man. And you see, these men have shaken hands with vocab, and how in the fuck you FaceTime in vocab? This nigga vocab can FaceTime you at will. You kidding me? Y'all, they let them into their churches and open their doors to them, etc. That's bullshit, man. We don't operate like that. All right. We don't trust these devils. We don't trust none of these guys, man. You see? And what they rub hands, rub shoulders with these different scholars, etc. All right, talking about Paul, don't believe Paul's writing, so on and so forth, man. Just waxing worse and worse, like we read in that Timothy 3. You see, these men are going clean the fuck off, man. All right. But, just dealing with the topic at hand, these heathen will not be joint heirs with us in the kingdom, okay? Because ultimately the Heavenly Father's not dealing with these heathens, man. All right, in the sense of, you know, how he's dealing with the nation of Israel, man. You see? Real quick, can we get what's that, second Esdras 3? I think it's like the last 2 verses. Lord willing.
Real quick.
See if they got anything.
And right, just real quick, one more point on that. Like you said, you know, vocab got your number and shit, they FaceTime and all this. But this is Ephesians 5 and 10, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfaithful fruit. It's like, let me read that again. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. You know, just going into hey, because like the brother said, you FaceTiming this dude, like you ain't supposed to be dealing with him. Like we already, how many camps this man went to? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta shake the dust off this man. He just want views and shit like that, so he can probably make some money off the gospel, man. Fuck that nigga, man. You know, it's like
Yeah, bro, fuck, man, get the fuck out of here, man. The hell with vocab, man. The hell with all you fucking heathens, man. And real quick, just I got brother grabbing something. Can we get that Jeremiah 10? It's like the last verse. You say, they have devoured Jacob, if I'm not mistaken.
This is Jeremiah 10, the last verse. It says 25. It says, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on the name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him, and has made his habitation desolate.
So like, one more time.
It says Jeremiah 10 and 25. It says, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not.
Right, pour out the fury upon the heathen. You see? Go ahead.
And upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob.
They have eaten us up. It's like, man, it really bothers me, man. You know, these dudes spewing this madness, bro. Like, it really, you know, it really makes Jake mad. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Where how in the fuck you even, where in the fuck you get that from? These heathen don't, and it be so fucking funny that, you know, these guys push this weird ass doctrine, but where in the fuck is Esau coming up to the camp inquiring?
Right.
Where the fuck is Moab coming up to the camp inquiring? Where is a Moabite calling on Yahweh shot? A Hamite. Where are these other heathen nations coming, you know, in sincerity trying to seek after the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Nowhere. So where the fuck y'all getting this shit from? You know what I'm saying? And where are you getting this at? We ain't seen no Edomites rise up and call on Yahweh Shai as a unit, Moab. So you're pushing salvation to nations who don't even give a fuck about you, nor about what you're doing.
What about them rats that's in the land of Israel today?
Right.
They for damn sure ain't calling on the name of the Lord. They gotta say Hashem, which is in Hebrew the name.
Right.
It's dreadful. The name Yahweh Shema
So
is dreadful amongst the heathen.
So it's like, where in the fuck? Why do niggas care about the heathen so fucking much? You know?
I got it.
You got it, bro.
So
I be like, you really gotta sit and think about these niggas' doctrine and how ultimately it's unfruitful.
Right.
Like you say, it's unfruitful. It's getting nowhere. Go ahead, bro.
So 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14, it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Go ahead.
For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? You see, so these dudes out here, man, that they like the brothers said plainly, these people out here, they're not calling on the names of the Lord, they're not calling on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they don't give a fuck. They don't believe in what we believe in, they don't stand on what we stand on. Alright, so what business do we have with you people, man? What is us communicating and having these sit downs and debates which are gonna benefit to the flock? It's no benefit, man.
Right.
All right, if y'all trying to make yourself become on one accord when y'all agree with two totally different things, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, man.
So it is beneficial. It's beneficial for them.
Right.
It's not beneficial for the ministry. It's beneficial for their pockets.
Yeah,
So you got to plan those things. People got jobs. You know, Vocab Malone is jet setting to try to clash with to clash with everybody. So you got to plan. You got to pre-plan those debates. You know.
Yeah, set them up.
Set them up.
You know what I'm saying?
Have my people talk to your people.
Right. Yeah, it's just bullshit, man. But like I said, all in all, these heathens don't want nothing to do with you niggas at all. But to sell you, Moab want to sell you that weak ass fried chicken and that rice. Ishmael trying to sell phone cases and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ham selling, Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Or what the fuck, sell you with it, visas and shit. You know? These heathen don't want nothing to do with you niggas, man. Y'all so, gun-ho on trying to, grant salvation to all the heathen. But none of them are truly inquiring with sincerity at all. Nowhere. There's no influx of heathen coming up to deacon, priest Hakah and Hassad, all right, trying to serve the Lord. Nowhere, man. Niggas are stupid. But, Jake, get that, we finished that Jeremiah? And can we get that second Ezra 3, like the last couple verses?
Yep.
And then also I want to get first Ezra, I believe the 5th chapter. All right, and like the last, maybe start at like the last 10 verses, something like that. Real well. You got it.
I can finish this.
You said first Ezra 5?
Yeah. And then what you get?
First Ezra.
Somebody get the second Ezra 3 one, bro. And it's like the last, like the last 2 verses.
So, second Ezra 3, the last 2 verses. In 35 it says, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
Right. So it's like, it just goes to show that the Lord is dealing with the nation of Israel. The heathen have not kept thy commandments, man. You see? You want to make a point?
Oh no.
Yeah. Can you read that one more time, brother Prashad?
It says, second Ezra 3, 35. Matter of fact, I might have to start up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's fire.
Let me go second Ezra 3. I'm gonna start at 32. 31. It says, I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better they than of Zion? Or is there any other people that know of thee besides Israel?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you dudes talking about?
Right. It says, or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
Come on, man. What other generation has believed thy covenants as Jacob, man? What are you talking about? Niggas is fried, bro. You got it.
It says, and yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments.
Come on, they prosper, just like now. You see? Look at Esau, like the scriptures speak about how Babylon lived deliciously. Where is he at praising the Lord for, his achievements, man? You know? Go ahead.
It says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
Come on, bro. It's plain, bro. Plain.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. It says, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth? Matter of fact, yeah, let me add to it, because we say, so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Because what's that, Sirach? Because he commanded wisdom to go with Israel. You know what I'm saying? And you see that. Because these other nations, they might have so-called wisdom in the world, like they build all these mighty ass buildings, because that's status right there.
This landscape is mighty as shit right here.
It's crazy.
Backdrop there.
Got the river and shit. You know what I mean? Like other nations, even though they can build up, but they're not as great as this. This is pride right here. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot my point. It's a lot. I forgot what
the magnificence of this kingdom.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Because he was saying what, that these people, I look at the nations and they increasing, and they but they don't think of the Lord. But the true wisdom is what? In Yahweh Shai, in the scriptures. And the only ones that truly believe in the scriptures is the Israelites. Because these different camps, nations, they may say they believe in the scriptures, they might go to church, whatever, but they don't really worship the Lord like we do. You know what I'm saying? It says, because we got a personal relationship with the Lord. These heathens, they got to go through us pretty much. Like when we get in the kingdom, they're going to be obeying the laws and things like that, but they're going to be going through us. Because why? Because we're going to be a nation of kings and priests. You see what I'm saying?
It's like when Yahweh Shai and the woman at the well was at John 4.
Mm-hmm.
When she came on, he's like, you know not what you believe.
Yeah.
We know what we believe. You know what I'm saying? That's some sorry shit.
Yeah.
You get shrugged off by Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
I know, he just looked at his standard whole.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This bitch don't know what the fuck she talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get your husband.
Yeah, man. Get out my face,
Gosh. Yep. It says 35, it says, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name has kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
Come on, man. Plain and simple. And that applies to now as well. And we see, obviously, this great nation, all these kingdoms didn't get built up in the name of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Like you said, through their pride and, through ultimately, the Lord setting them up as the wicked of the earth, okay? And giving them their portion, you see? But they didn't come in the stead of Yahweh Shai, man, to gain what they have, etc. But, just a scripture to go to show you that the Lord is dealing with the nation of Israel solely, and not the heathen, bro. Plain. It's like, man, they're in their reward. They're in their blessing.
Right.
Like, so they're going to, jump in. They're going to come from a blessing to another blessing.
Another blessing. That's not fair. That's not just.
It's not just. So what the fuck you dudes talking about, man? Some bullshit. See, the thing is, these niggas want to build with the heathen, man. All right. But real quick, you got that first Ezra 5? Because I want to bring this out through the spirit. Because I was reading it, a couple days ago. And, this account is also in Ezra as well. But just harping on a point that our beloved forefathers Zerubbabel made, concerning the nation of Israel. All right?
So, First Ezra chapter 5 and verse 64, it says, but many with trumpets and joy shouted with loud voice.
Right, and this is, pretty much during the point of, us starting to rebuild the temple, And as we were, rebuilding, Jake was in a merry spirit, but also in a somber spirit as well, just seeing the temple being built and getting back into, our ways, man. Because at this point we were laying captives into Babylon, for 70 years. All right, then who Cyrus, who the Lord anointed and appointed to give the go-ahead to rebuild the temple, those things started to be established. All right? Go ahead, bro.
It says, insomuch that the trumpets might not be heard for the weeping of the people, yet the multitude sounded marvelously, so that it was heard afar off. Wherefore...
Right, so they was, celebrating that, celebrating, see, like I said, to see the temple being rebuilt. Go ahead.
It says, wherefore, when the enemies of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin heard it,
all right, going into the heat. Go ahead.
They came to know what that noise of trumpets should mean. And they perceived that they that were of the captivity did build the temple of the Lord God of Israel. So they went to Zerubbabel and Yahushua and to the chief of the families and said unto them, we will build together with you. For
right, so that, these heathens, like he said in this context, the enemies, were seeking to build, you see, with Zerubbabel and the chief men at that time, Go ahead.
It says, for we likewise, as ye do obey your Lord and do sacrifice unto him from the days of Asbareth.
Right, which that's fine and dandy. Just like you got during the time of Esther. You see, when, the fear of Yahweh Shai came upon the heathen who were dispersed, during that time, man, in the midst of the hands of Xerxes. All right? Once they seen that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was dealing with the nation, what they wanted to convert. Which that's fine and dandy because what? They're going to be converted in the kingdom, man. To our ways, man. But that doesn't mean they're going to be joint heirs or receive an inheritance or receive salvation. You got it, bro.
He flat out said, man, we're going to be rubbing elbows.
Right, man. Fuck no.
Like, that's bullshit, man.
Rubbing elbows with an ashy-ass hammer.
Yeah. We're going to start a fire. Well, we're going to be oiled up with the oils, but that nigga still going to be ashy, man.
Yeah.
You know?
It says the king of the Assyrians who brought us hither.
Right, so little history, at that time, which you had the northern tribes in those lands like Samaria, so on and so forth. And the king of, or the Assyrian king at that time dispelled them and set up heathens in their stead. All right? It's not Yahweh, it's the name.
First Ezra 5:70, it says, then Zerubbabel.
Or it would, be Joshua.
Right.
It's all Yahweh. Other men had the name Yahweh. It's a few times it's written in the Apocrypha Yahweh. Apocrypha is written in the Greek, so it's written as Jesus, but Yahweh. Okay.
Then Zerubbabel and Yahushai and the chief of the families of Israel said unto them, it is not
Or
for
if you
us.
want to say Joshua, just to keep it, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
It said, it is not for us and you to build together an house unto the Lord our
Hold on,
power.
read that back one more time.
Yep. First Ezra 5:70. Then Zerubbabel and Yahushai and the chief of the families of Israel said unto
And
them,
this is the mindset we should be in. Go ahead.
yeah,
Bro.
it is not for us and you to build together
It's
an
not
house.
for us. It's not for us and you to build together, bro. It's not for us and the heathen to build together. Plain and simple. And when you look at it in the spirit world, we're building up a spiritual temple now. You see? And these niggas trying to build with us in this spiritual temple, so to speak, man. No, it don't work like that.
It's like trying to put a square piece into a round, like round.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
You got it, bro.
It says it is not for us and you to build together an house
This is
unto
the
the
mindset
Lord our
of our
God.
forefathers, man. You see? And this is the spirit I'm in. You ain't building with no fucking Edomite. Be damned, I see an Edomite on the chariot. What? I don't really, come on, man. Leopard? Go ahead, bro.
It says we ourselves alone will build unto the Lord of Israel
Mm-hmm.
according as Cyrus the king of the Persians have commanded us.
He said, we alone will build to Yahweh. See? And that, like I said, that's the spirit we coming in now. You know, building this spiritual temple, man. All right? And ain't no heathen gonna come in the midst and try to, help that, so to speak, man. Simple. The Lord's only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. Okay? And furthermore, what about Revelation the 2nd chapter, man? When he's, prophetically speaking to the 7 churches about them, those. Can we get that second, that Revelation 2? It was like 26, real quick.
It's Revelation chapter 2.
Like, who's gonna build our walls and all that, man? Go ahead, bro.
It's Revelation 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Come on, man. What are you talking about? He's going to give us power over the nations, over the other nations. It's like, man, I don't get it. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
How are we going to be rubbing elbows and smacking shit? I mean, you're going to have favorable heathen, I believe, through the spirit. But that don't mean, like, you're going to be, hey, what's up? What's up, I tell you, back me up, nigga.
Where the Yah Yisrael at?
Yeah, popping bottles and he gonna be bringing gifts. You know what I'm saying? Can you read that back one more time, bro?
Back at Revelation.
And then can we get that is it Revelation 19? When you say king, the force of the should receive the king, the force of the king, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, but you got it.
Revelation 2 and 26. And he that over 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Well, that's Isaiah 60. But you got it, Scott.
And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
Right, they shall be broken to shivers. You see? So we're gonna rule the heathen with the rod of iron, the so-called white man, the so-called East Indian man, the so-called African man and all his sub-tribes, the so-called Chinese man, the so-called Japanese man. All right? Plain and simple, man. We're gonna have rulership over these heathens, man. You see? Simple. All right?
You want me to get Isaiah 6:15?
Got that. 60.
Yeah. But hold on, I'm mixing scriptures. But Jake can bring that out, bro. Bring it out.
Isaiah 60, we start at 5, it says, Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
Revelation 21. You read that back one more time.
It says, Isaiah 60 and 5, Then shalt thou see and flow together.
Right, this is prophetically, going into the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be a government set up on the planet Earth. Okay? And then, throughout a span of time, we will, venture out into, the universe, conquering from planets, so on and so forth, as we grow in numbers. You got it?
It said, They shall come to thee, thy son. I'm gonna have to verse then shall thou see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
Can somebody look that word forces up? You got it.
Keep going. It's real quick too. It's crazy because I ain't watched the video yet, but the elder Tamar made a video saying that Bishop Nate is now saying that the other nations going to be done away with in the kingdom.
That don't make
sense either.
It's getting worse and worse.
That's the spirit. Here it is. Evil man and seducer shall wax worse. But that's the spirit, because that's the cut.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's an extreme cut. Yeah. That's a slash. $1.50.
It says, verse 6, it says, the multitude of camels shall cover thee, the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come, they shall bring gold and incense, they shall show forth the praises of Yahweh.
Right. See? It's going to be gold and incense, they're going to help build up our kingdom, man. We're going to put them to work. You got it.
All the flocks of, because how the hell we over here building, because you know them with some pyramids and stuff, we built the cities of Ramses and stuff like that. We built the cities of America, so on and so forth. But when the kingdom comes, they can just be in our kingdom. Now, who gonna build our shit? That's fucked up. And you gotta think too, we are the chosen people of the Most High. So if we get done like this, how much more of them? Right. So they gonna have to build our stuff up, our kingdom up.
We gotta play rock, paper, scissors to see who's gonna build up the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Best out of 5.
And it's beautiful too, because we could technically do it just with our spiritual powers. But now the Lord, He believes in justice and recompense. So your hand, you gotta get your hands dirty, especially you Amalek, you know. But yeah, that nigga didn't work in a long time, man.
Since 1940 something. Right.
It says, verse 7, all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. It's minister being served. They shall come up with acceptance of my altar.
You know what I'm saying? And resources, etc. You got it.
And I will glorify the house of my glory. Ooh, you going?
You could hold that. You could bring that revelation out real quick. And like I said, really through the Spirit, I just wanted to grab a couple in the New Testament, you know, to further the point. You know what I'm saying? That they halfway believe in. I don't know. It's like where you get this at? Hold on, bro. I'm not tripping because it's like you don't believe in Paul's writings. Paul dealt with the Gentiles the most, but the Gentiles gonna make it. It's like it's just a whole bunch of it's like confusion. Like I'm really trying to get where they getting this at. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, man.
Hey, somebody got to feed all those kids and them 3 wives.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, you know. I don't think. I mean, I'm not going into personal business. I don't think Jake got 9 to 5, man. You know,
because they don't.
It's too much going on.
You got it, bro.
So Revelation 21 and verse 24. Revelation 21, 24, right. And the nations of them.
Dealing with Revelation 21, you know, pretty much it's going into the spiritual building of the temple. Yes, we're going to have physical palaces, etc., like we read in Isaiah the 60th chapter. But all in all, you know, the third temple will be made or comprised of the nation of Israel. All right, we are those building blocks. You see those precious stones that make up the third temple, man. That's how you know that, like you said, the rats in Israel, they're not the true people. They trying to build a third temple, whatever. You know what I'm saying? No. The third temple ultimately is the nation of Israel. All right, beginning with the elect. You got it.
Revelation 21 and verse 24, and the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
Right, the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. See, they're going to bring like you said, their forces, their victuals to us. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, and there shall be no night there.
So let's like real quick. I think I forgot the point. Y'all looked the word forces yet?
I got it.
Okay, come on, my fault. I thought y'all read it already.
Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah. It's forces and a blue letter. It says strength, might, efficiency, wealth, army.
Efficiency. I like that.
It's gonna be a lot of assembly lines, you know what I'm saying? You heathen gonna be a well-oiled machine.
That's right.
You know? Ain't gonna be no bobcats, backhoes and tracos and you know what I'm talking about, bulldozers. Nah, nigga, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you, nigga. Tall like you're gonna need a big 7-foot Hamite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, God,
Yeah.
like the boy Goliath or some shit.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, bring that nigga back out.
Hell yeah, we gonna have to play. That might be King David's personal slave. His ass gonna be
That
working.
nigga gonna be working.
Man.
Oh shit.
Some Mac. Yeah, remember I threw that rock at you, nigga? You know? You got it, bro.
Yeah, in the Strongs it says probably a force, whether of men, means, or other resources.
Come on, man. We need all that. You know?
And it's gonna be like we're gonna have men doing the manly things because it's gonna be ordered. We're gonna have women doing confectionaries, massaging Jake. You know what I mean? Staying in the interiors.
That
Yeah,
big-
yeah, I mean.
that big toe.
Start over, you know what I mean?
I
Finish
might-
the job.
I
real
might
quick.
go in stature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
Happy ending.
You know what I'm saying? I might go in stature. So, you know, that foot gonna be as big as head. On that more bike lap.
It's gonna take like 3 stitches to do it. You know
The
what
rough
I
one.
mean?
You know, hey, bro, you know, hey, this is how we think, though, man.
Oh, God.
I'm dead ass serious, too, man. You know?
You gave him a lot on this side, man.
Shit, how, like you said, so we can do unto her double, man. You know? We gotta be creative on how we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, oppress the heathen, man. You see? Some more on that.
Just a few: an army, wealth, virtue, valor, strength, able, activity.
Everything you got, your men, all the strong points about you, we need.
Yeah.
We need your, just real quick. Can Jake find out accounting chronicles of Nebuchadnezzar how he took the upper echelon of Jake? I think it's Second Chronicles, is it 24 maybe, or it's like the last chapter. If I'm not mistaken, something like that. If Jake can find it. But just like the heathen did with us. What did Esau come and do? He came and conquered the Mandingos. You know what I'm talking about? We need that big Edomite. We need what's the one Edomite nigga? Liver King. You know what I'm saying? We need Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We need them niggas. Who else an Edomite WWE nigga? Big Show.
Big Show.
Yeah, we need that nigga too. You know what I'm talking about? Kane, Undertaker.
Oh, no, yeah, some of them
I mean,
niggas,
some
but you
of
know,
them.
we need them
Yeah.
statuesque type
Yeah, man.
Edomites.
Big Edomites, man.
Yeah, them big country fucking Edomites.
Yeah, you know. But some more on that.
That's it.
Can you jump back to our Revelation?
Yeah. Revelation 21. I'll bring back verse 25. It says, "And the gates of this shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there, and they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. And there shall in no wise enter in it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life." That's it.
Do you guys mind if I do some aerial photography of you guys?
Please, no thank you.
No? Okay, okay.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Thanks for your kindness, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we gonna receive all that, man. You know, Jay can't find it, it's cool. But ultimately, you know, we gonna get you heathens, man. See? But can we get Isaiah 14?
I got you. It's gonna be a 24/7 ran operation,
Man,
man.
it's gonna be a government, man. Alright? It's gonna be a government. Ain't gonna like we always go to the kingdom of heaven. Ain't gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers with halos.
24/6.
Yeah, 28. It's gonna be, man. It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah, 24/6
yeah.
operations.
You know what I'm saying?
I got that. You want that?
You got it, bro.
It's Isaiah at the top.
Yeah,
Isaiah chapter 14 at the top. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy upon Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Right, he's gonna set us in our own land. The fuck? Go ahead, bro.
And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the
Going
people.
into the the Israelite foreigners. See? Go ahead.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right. So what are you guys talking about? You read that verse 2 back? Starting at 2.
At the top.
At 2.
Yep. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right. They shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Like you said, they're going to be servants and handmaids. All right? Plain and simple. You see? They're going to be servants and handmaids, man. All right? Folding towels. Like you said, confectionaries, women knitting, linen shops. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to be wearing no bullshit no more. I need some fly shit. Linen. Talking about silk. Yeah. Silk. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever seen the process of silk being made, it's a
arduous
beautiful
process.
Yeah. But it's fire though, like how the fabrics and stuff is made. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That glossy shit rubbing off Jake's skin, man. You know? And we dead ass serious.
Yeah.
You know?
We're gonna be getting that motherfucker like a cover. Big ass cover. And our cover's gonna be even bigger than that.
Man,
Big as hell.
silk sheets.
Oh,
You know? We need all that, bro. Plain and simple. Just like when, of course, and ultimately when you go into it further, you got to deal with the throne of David, man. And what that comes with. And ultimately it comes with what? The subjection of the heathen.
I got it.
You know? You got to go.
Real quick, so like before we because I just going into them clothes and stuff, like the heathen gonna make our clothes real quick. I remember because I always gotta say this, Elder Thamyadia, Cleveland, he said brothers gotta go into that period drama shows, movies, stuff like that. But it's this one show, it was like a Chinese, it was like some ancient Chinese, I forgot which show it was called, but it was like ancient Chinese whatever, and in Kingdom, I think like the Ming Dynasty, whatever the fuck. But he had servants, he had all kind of servants, like cooking food, and he had like the women servants. They had their own little quarters in the palace, and they was just making clothes, like some fly ass, like some silk and just crazy, making pillows, whatever, but that's how we're gonna do, man. We're gonna have mansions and palaces and stuff like that. We're gonna have on the side, you're gonna have probably like a little home for your little upper slaves. They can be making your clothes, they can be cooking, serving them, cooking your food. Because, Moab and shit, Elam, they can cook. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be having them, some concubines, some of them sons carrying our fucking wood around, all kinds of shit. Anything you can think of. Drawing water, all that. You see? It's
and then, everything is going to be perfect, man. If my linen come back and it got strings hanging out of it, you getting your ass whooped, man. Because what would Esau do to us if we worked in a sweatshop?
You miss your quota.
Yeah, you fired. You losing points.
Fired?
You get so many points, man. Esau gonna kick you out.
Your ass beat. You gonna get hungry.
That's what I'm saying. In our shit, you gonna get fucked over, man. Simple as that. But this Psalms 2, and I started at 7.
One more point. But it's like, even when we was in slavery and shit, we, Jake, because we inventors, we smart, now today, the picture of Jake is a drug dealer, crackhead, or whatever. But really, we invented a lot of shit, important shit that is very important to everybody in this world. But even when we was in slavery with the cotton shit, we made the cotton gin to make it a little bit easier. But Esau, he can invent some shit, whatever, here and there a little bit, but he ain't as like us. So he gonna be enslaved, like the brother said. You ain't gonna be having the machinery and shit. You gonna be using your own fingers, You gonna be picking cotton, that shit gonna be poking you. We gonna want a fucking cotton gin, but you ain't gonna have it.
Ain't gonna be on sun lotion, suntan lotion.
Ooh, shit.
That's gonna be terrible, man. That's enough alone to just put eat him out to death. That's judgment itself. Stay out in the sun for what, 16 to 18 hours a day. That's judgment alone.
Bro, I remember I remember I used to work shortly for like a month, like a little railroad job. So we outside pretty much the whole time. And me and this Edomite dude, we was like ground man and shit, walking, whatever. So we outside, everybody was driving. But this nigga, his skin, bro, it was nasty. It was all flaky, it was red, it was disgusting. I'm like, man, But imagine the kingdom. You ain't, like you said, brother, we ain't gonna show mercy to you, you damn heathen. What's that scripture? We don't gotta get it, but with that Lazarus parable, he said if you just dip your finger and put it in, so I can get a little taste of water, that's how you heathen gonna be, man. Y'all gonna wish for just a little bit of mercy. But that first 1,000 years, I ain't gonna have it, especially you Edomites, and then after the 1,000 years, you Edomites gonna be destroyed. Y'all got it.
Yeah, playing, bro. You know, we ain't come. I mean, you know, we ain't coming this thing like that was part of the good news.
Right. Yeah.
Like you niggas just take away from the gospel, from the good news, man. That was that's part of the gospel. All right, part of the good news. No, we're gonna get revenge. All right, on our enemies, man. You see that they're gonna have to serve us like we serve them. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love to hear it. What the fuck is you talking about, man? And we gonna whoop ass, bro. I can't wait. Jake got anything?
Yeah, real quick.
And
Psalms
then,
2.
can Jake get it was I said second Chronicles, second Kings 24. We can start at like 10. But you got it. Just to showcase like, you know what I'm saying, how taking over the kingdom, is. You got it.
So Psalms 2 verse 7, it says, I will declare the decree. Yahweh have said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee.
Right, concerning Yahweh Shai, prophetically speaking of Yahweh Shai. You got it.
It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Right, ultimately the Lord Yahweh Shai rules over the heathen, man. And us being joint heirs with them, we're going to rule over them as well. Lord willing. You got it.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Come on, man. See? Damn, can Jake find, man, is it Proverbs? Maybe Proverbs 14 in the NLT is like the last couple verses. What is it? A prince without servants? Roughly paraphrasing. Something like that. Jake can find it. I might find it real quick. I think it's like Proverbs 14. But chill, man, concerning Yahweh Shai. Alright? He got to get his inheritance first. He's going to disperse it amongst his peers, man. See? Simple. Yahweh Shai has authority over the heathen. So who the hell is you niggas to save them or grant the heathen salvation? Man, that's bullshit. Alright? And like I said, when you go into salvation in its entirety, ultimately, like I said, it begins with the covering by the blood of Yahweh Shai. And in that is going to act as a safety mechanism, all right, or indicator as for deliverance to escape the wrath of the Heavenly Father that's going to come upon the planet Earth. See? Plain and simple. But Jake ain't find it. Can we just get that 2 Kings 24?
I got it. It's Proverbs 14 and verse 28 in the NLT. It says, a growing population is a queen's glory. A prince without subjects has nothing.
What the fuck?
Right.
One more time, bro.
Proverbs.
So what are we really doing here? What are we doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? One more time, bro.
Proverbs 14 and verse 28 in the NLT. A growing population is a king's glory. A prince.
Like I said, it's going to be a government, man. So we're going to need, like you said, efficiency. Manpower, as they say. We're going to need manpower in the kingdom, man. We're going to need their forces. We're going to need all their chief men, all right, their princes, smart, like teammen, you know what I'm saying? Those who can deal with agriculture, so on and so forth, the builders, Got it, bro.
Bring it back again, Proverbs 14, verse 28 in NLT. A growing population is a king's glory. A prince without subjects has nothing.
A prince without subjects has nothing. See? Are we not going to be kings and priests, princes, so on and so forth? Men of high stature, rulers, divine ones, judges. All right? So we ain't got subjects in this one. We ain't got someone to serve under us, man. So what are you dudes talking about? It's ridiculous, man.
I got the definition for subjects. Just a quick Google search. Jump it down a little bit. It says, bring a person or country under one's control or jurisdiction, typically by using force.
What? One more time? Typically by using force, that rod of iron. God's talking about, man. And if niggas ain't with that, the hell with you, bro. You niggas soft. And it always be them type niggas, bro. Who want to be all, you know, they marching down, you know, Ocean Drive with AKs and ARs and shit, and fringes. But be the softest niggas, bro. ISUPK. You know, just another reference. These big tough, you know, gorilla niggas, but went and got stabbed up by Esau, man. You know? It always be you niggas, bro, who try to portray that tough nigga shit.
Niggas
man.
going through basic training and shit. What you going to basic training for, nigga?
Yeah.
What a barrel roll gonna help you do? Granted, you know, we gotta get a little workout in, but what you niggas climbing those 6 foot fences for? We've been doing that all our lives, man.
Right.
Niggas got a program to get you fat niggas in order and shape.
Shit, pepper spraying them and shit.
Right, man.
What the fuck? Stupid.
We want new bodies, man. I want to be able to call fire from heaven, man.
Ooh.
You know, from my hands. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. Snap.
Luke Kane. Bicycle kicking. You know what I'm saying? You know? But they got that Kings. 2 Kings 24. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, pretty much when you deal with this chapter, you know, ultimately it's going into, you know, how Nebuchadnezzar, you know, besieged the land. All right, it dealt with three different accounts. Dealing with Jehoiakim, his son, and then I believe Zedekiah, which was, I believe, his uncle, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but pretty much during the hands of Jehoiakim. All right, and even prior to that, because you had men like Jeremiah, so on and so forth, chief men who were taken, all right, out of the land, okay, and placed in Babylon. But you got it.
It says, 2 Kings 24:10, at that time the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up against Jerusalem, and the city was besieged.
So, you know, I'm just painting a picture here, all right? We got a king, you know, in our regard to be Yahweh Shai, us being his servants, and we're 44,000, his governing body. What? We're going to get the chief of all these heathens and bring them to serve us, man. You got it.
It says, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came against the city, and his servants did besiege it. And Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out to the king of Babylon, he and his mother, and his servants, and his princes, and his officers. And the king of Babylon took him in the 80th year of his reign.
Right, see? You read that part, that part one more time? That verse?
Yeah, and Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out to the king of Babylon, he and his mother, and his servants.
Right, this is the royal household, you see? Go ahead.
And his princes and his officers.
All the chief men, princes, his officers, all the upper echelon, man. You know, he brought them to Babylon to serve him. Like I said, you deal with the line of Judah, you know, the kings, so on and so forth. You had men like, you know, Jeremiah, so on and so forth, who had to go and serve under the rule of Nebuchadnezzar. Likewise, man. It's the same blueprint, same format when you're building up a nation, building up a kingdom, building up a government, you know?
I think you said Jeremiah stayed, right?
Oh, I said Jeremiah, I mean, Daniel, Salaki, you got it.
It says, he and his mother and his servants and his princes and his officers. And the king of Babylon took him in the 8th year of his reign. And he carried out thence all the treasures of the house of Yahweh and the treasures of the king's house, and cut in pieces all the vessels of King Salaka, of the gold which Solomon king of Israel had made in the temple of Yahweh, as Yahweh have said.
Hey, just think of all it's the spirit, because I was briefly on the ground, and you know, they had this like news clip, or you know, news slideshow about the gold reserves in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Can you take a look that up? The gold reserves, like, you know, different countries' gold reserves, how much they got in them, real quick. You know, since we, you know, you're speaking of, you know, the forces of the Gentiles, so on and so forth. But just like Nebuchadnezzar did, what did he do? He went to our vault, you know, in you know, the ancient world, the temple, you know, where the money was, so on and so forth. He took it all, man. You can finish it off, bro.
Just go to the next chapter.
13, let me see. Okay, 14. And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the princes, and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives, and all the craftsmen and smiths, none remains.
See, all the craftsmen and smiths. He took all the good, you know what I'm talking about? All the talent. Yep. What? See, same. Likewise, what we gonna do, man? All right. Fucking. You know, if the man's alive, you know, may or may not be. A lot of them, these upper echelon Edomites gonna escape. Elon Musk. Yeah, nigga, I want to see you do some shit. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. All the bright minds and shit.
Yeah, that's what I say. Kings and nobles. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 147.
Yeah.
Ooh, I was holding that forever, man. I couldn't wait for y'all to let me shine for a minute.
God. Continuing on, it says, hold on, I got to find my place again. Okay, save the poorest, last of verse 14. Save the poorest sort of the people of the land.
Right, like you said, so like I had mixed up the names, you know, dealing with Daniel, you know, and his contemporaries. But like men like Jeremiah, you know, they stayed in the land, you know, they were, you know, of a lower status, all right, so to speak. You know, that's why when, you know, men like Zerubbabel came back, he was questioning that looking at the state of the land, like, man, what the fuck? All right, y'all just over here fucking off, man. You know, mingle with the heat and all types of shit, you know? Because, you know, you had a portion of men who stayed, you know, and just living fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
He was that
70 years.
He was that disgruntled foreman.
Yep.
Early in the morning, it's cold. You trying to get shit on, get shit prepared. Niggas smoking and joking and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he mad.
Yeah.
Eating donuts. Yeah, he got a Speedway hot dog and shit. Yeah. Blueprints, you know, flying out the window and shit. Yeah, man. Mad as shit.
Yes, a little bit more. Verse 15, he carried away Jehoiachin and to Babylon, and the king. Jehoiachin.
I mean, you know, it really don't matter.
Oh God, what's the H silent and shit? God, it's bad. It says, and the king's mother, and the king's wives, and his officers, and the mighty of the land, those carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon.
Yep, said the mighty in the land. Same thing we're gonna switch off, man. Come get Elon and be alive. Alright? Who else?
You gonna be in the pits.
Yeah.
Tell you in Revelation. All
Yeah.
them noblemen, they gonna be in the pits.
Grab that. Like a Busan. So we said let the rocks fall upon us. What you got?
The more says, and all the men of might, even 7,000, and craftsmen and smiths 1,000, all that were strong and apt for war, even them the king of Babylon brought captive to Babylon.
Yep.
After the king of Babylon made Matthiah, his father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah. And that shows you too, we're gonna do something like that too, like where you have like public kings pretty much like more to our favor. You know what I mean? Because nations did that all since the beginning of time, really, since they've been nations. They always have like a more powerful nation. Like even like going back to we said that in class a little bit with the Egyptians, like right before we went to like Israel and all that, the land of Canaan, you had Egypt. They put the Philistines over there, and they pretty much made them pretty much rule for them. And you know what I mean? So they pretty much puppets for them. You see what I'm saying? Still taking the resources and all that. You know, we're gonna do the same shit.
Solomon, his men, you know what I'm saying, certain heathen, you know, to delegate certain things, operations over here. It's gonna be a government, man. I don't know what you niggas thought the kingdom of heaven was gonna be. I said it's not gonna be a whole bunch of, you know, blonde-haired Edomites with halos and little baby ones. Like, what's that one movie with the Rock? Fairy or some shit?
Oh yeah.
The Tooth Fairy, and they had the little ass with his buff ass back. What the fuck, man? But that's how these Christians and a lot of people think the kingdom of heaven is gonna be. Yeah, man.
Half naked and shit.
Yeah, little ass. Yeah, man. Yeah, with a diaper. Some shit Huggies diaper. Niggas kill me, bro. The kingdom of heaven is gonna be a government, man. Like you said, our doors are gonna be open continually. It's gonna be around the clock. This is how it is in Esau's world. Around the clock, shifts, first, second, third shift, man.
Yeah, niggas clocking in right now as we speak.
Man, niggas doing what's
The graveyard shift. The second shift going on, and third shift is about to hit about 10, 11.
Yep.
Yeah, nigga, it's about to be peak season, so you gonna be working a double.
Yeah, nigga.
You gonna be working triple.
Oh yeah, the Passover. Hey, somebody gotta prepare that. Oh, they're gonna be working double time, bro.
We need all,
We need all of them.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real. And even like, you know, like I was reading First Samuel, the 5th chapter. Like even when you deal with like, so I was Darius at that time, if I'm not mistaken. You know, who was given or ordered certain resources to be dispersed.
Oh yeah,
and they give them numbers. Like damn.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
5,000 sheep. Like,
yeah, they was going crazy.
like shit, like you know, bullocks. You know, like bro, it's gonna be, bro.
Yeah, that was
We're gonna
crazy.
need a lot of manpower to
Maintain that.
Maintain, you know, and we gonna be living deliciously. But we wanna good at lamb, man.
Fresh.
Cleanest, freshest fruit, vegetables, all that you
They
ever
let Jake know how
had.
to make a barbecue sauce.
Shit, bro. But
Oh,
it's
my.
all gonna be fresh and greedy, man. Come on, man. It's gonna be round the clock, and then we gonna have our own servants. We gonna need someone to run the economy. You know, while we making moves with your Howard side, or Howard side, you over here, you over here. You know what I'm talking about? You got jurisdiction over this region. You know what I'm saying? Then you know you got your jurisdiction. All right, I'm saying you up. You in control of it. Agriculture, you in control of it. Vineyards. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a lot. Then I got my own castle. I need some concubines. I need some laymen. You know, to come rub this big 15, this big 22 inch gold boot. Polishes gold boot.
That's gonna take a half a day.
Yeah. You know, Jay gonna have them big Thanos boots. You know what I'm talking about? The gold shits. With the shoulder, you know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. I might want to throw my armor on today, my shoulder pads. You know what I'm saying?
Flashbacks and
Yeah,
shit.
man. Yeah, man. It's bro, it's gonna be round the clock. Like you really gotta sit, bro. The scriptures speak about, you know, the kingdom of heaven is within you. You really gotta sit and think about how this is about to work, how this about to be.
It's about to transpire.
This is about to be real. It's gonna be a world building right now. You know what I'm saying?
But it all starts with putting in that dirty work, man.
Right here.
You know, that's why we don't try to look all glamorous and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't sit around and look all dirty and woe is me. Jake is fly in our own ways, but we humble about ours. We ain't, you know what I mean? Marching and shit, got the gold. Yeah, got the gold buckles and the
Jumping out the roof and shit. Trying to be all, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, what he said, yeah. You know?
I was thinking too, like while I was explaining them things, like having like different people have what's it called?
Office.
Yeah, like offices and shit controlling different things. You can have like we was going into the book of Judges, and I forgot which judge it was. It said a couple of judges. It says his sons, he had like 30 sons, and they was all riding on the ass.
Oh yeah,
you know, going into like the status, like we gonna have our sons. We got way more than 30. But you know what I mean? We gonna have like, hey, you know, you go over there in Africa, North Africa, you go ahead and mine, you know, take care of that mine real quick. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go on vacation real quick. You know what I mean? To another planet. I'm gonna go see how my other son doing on this planet. You know, man, it's gonna be wild, man.
Because if we of the 144,000, you know, the large multitude, they're gonna receive their inheritance in the earth. You know, but ultimately the governing body, the 144, we're gonna, you know, have full authority over the planet with Yahweh Shai. So we're gonna be setting, you know, different things up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like you said, hey, see, you over here to this planet. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Like it's gonna be real. 2/3. I mean, you know, they're gonna be, you know, just citizens. They're Israelites, but you know, they're gonna have an inheritance too. They're gonna have servants too.
Yeah, that's how on this side, on this spectrum, on Esau's kingdom, Esau sets his kids up way early before the womb.
Yeah.
As soon as he found out the woman is pregnant, and he's getting the trust fund ready, he's already 10 steps. He's already 10 steps ahead. He already know what he's gonna do. He got the company. All right, I'm gonna set up shop this way. I want you to go. I want you to follow this line. All right, this is your inheritance. All right, when I die, you're gonna have all this. You wanna take control. You wanna go to school. You're gonna do right by your parents, and this is your line, not us.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have that. Well, good, because we would deserve it.
Yeah.
Because if let a nigga get a trust fund, like the nigga, that bald head nigga that just be doing Anton Davis, like one of them YouTube personalities always talk about the woman. Anton, Anton. He was going against the prophets too. He was talking shit about he's gonna die. But he got set up with his father with his money. So you know all that nigga doing is doing YouTube videos, man.
Right.
And he's gonna be a common Israelite.
Can I get a quick precept just to back
Yeah,
this
yeah,
up real quick? Because you know, like the scriptures say, our conversations in heaven. You see, but real quick, Matthew 6 and verse 19, it says, lay not up yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. You see, and just like the brothers going into that trust fund, this is our trust fund that we're building up for our future in the kingdom. All right, we're not worried about what's going on here, man. Who got this, who got that. Our treasures and everything is being stored up in heaven, bro.
Yeah, bro. I believe this.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass serious when I that's why Jake can articulate, you know, through the spirit at, you know, at this capacity as men, you know what I'm saying, as men up, as brothers up here. Because we really believe this.
Yeah.
And we really want this. We need this. You know what I'm saying? Look at this Esau's glory. It's gonna be the same thing, bro. Just how like you got, you know, the president, so on and so forth, we got mayors here, this city, that city. It's gonna be the same deal, man. We're gonna have to conquer the planet Earth, man. Under the rule and authority of Yahweh Shai, with Yahweh Shai governing the whole planet. You know?
That's right.
You're gonna set us up in different regions, or you got this region, that region. You got sub-cities in the region, states, you know, whatever, you know, however we disperse it. It's gonna be it's the same deal, man. It's gonna be a government, man. You know?
Yeah, so we in that groundwork now. You know, we you know, through the spirit laying the foundation, all right, of the kingdom, man. Just as they did with this shit, all right, we're doing the same, man, but in the spirit. All right, and when we make it out of here, Lord willing, we on them chariots, man, it's gonna be a great rulership, man. All right, governed and ran by our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai.
Can we get that you have been faithful in a few things, make you ruler over many? Gospel, brother, for sure.
The 10 cities? Yeah, I was just finding out. I was trying to look for it.
It's Matthew 25.
I love talking about it. I love it, bro. I love it, bro.
Whoever got that, y'all ain't right, because I didn't get to see it.
Glorious ass dog.
Yeah, bro, that's the spiritual call. Just gonna say that, bro. All different types of animals, like, man, it's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be chariots over it, all dwelling. Can we find that too? I think it's Isaiah 11. But you got it, bro.
So Matthew 25 and verse 21, it says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Okay. I'll start at 19. Matthew 25, verse 19. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord.
Right, going into the parable of the talents, man. You know, pretty much, the Yahweh Shai bestowed, talents, gifts upon certain men, all right, for them to flip those talents into increase. And in that, he's going to give them authority and power, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
It says, let's see, okay, verse 24, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury.
Right, those who just, hide their talent in the napkin. Did you read that part where it said,
What life expectancy?
is that the one?
Do not know that do not.
take their talents and flip them. Yahweh Shah is going to give them, authority and power, man. See? They're going to rule over different regions, so on and so forth, man, and conquer the planet Earth. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Baratazah. We're going to have, different animals, and, we're going to be in peace with the beasts of the land, so on and so forth. I think that's not bad level too. We can get that. But,
That sound good.
Okay, well.
Luke 19 and I'll start at 16. It says, Then came the first, saying, Lord, thy pound hath gained 10 pounds. And he said unto him, Well, thou good servant, because thou hast been faithful in a very little, have thou authority over 10 cities.
Come on, bruh. What? This is real life. We're gonna have men who are gonna be rulers over 10 cities, some 5, some 1, however the Lord disperses them, man. But that's what we want. We want sovereignty, we want rulership, authority. Alright? Lord willing, we are, in preparation now to receive it. You see? We're not just ambitious to get it and want it. No, we're getting prepared for doing His work.
Not like Saul, like we read about, we're not trying to hurry it up. We're trying to wait on the Heavenly Father. We're suffering, we're having patience. We're not trying to make our own way. Because when you try to make your own way, then you're gonna get fucked up.
Lord, Matt
Yeah,
Turners.
your Malcolm X's, your Malcolm.
Some of these Israelites.
Oh yeah. That's what I want to
communities.
allude to more. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Chief Ephraim, all them niggas who buy land and build tiny houses. and
Go to Atlanta.
yards.
Like Atlanta is a safe haven. Atlanta's just a safe haven because they always want to go to Georgia or somewhere down there, the South. Because niggas don't like the cold, but they want to get. It's like a safe haven for niggas. All it is a safe haven for momos and STDs and drugs.
Yeah,
And murder.
I've been down there. Like it's just a lot of niggas out there. The cops is niggas and all that. Black ass, bald nigga with dark shades on.
With a Mason symbol on his car.
Yup. Whole bunch of them type niggas, man. And like you said, homosexuals, transvestites, and all that, man. See? Well, like I said, all in all, we want authority, man, power, rulership. See? That's going to be bestowed upon us via Yahweh Shai, man. That's what we in this thing for, through the Spirit. Of course, with truth and sincerity, first and foremost, and because this is our duty, this is our calling. All right, but we are hoping for a reward, man, for our faithfulness. Will we endure to the end? And a part of that is going to be what? Us receiving power over the nations, man. Us getting inheritance, rulership, ruling over cities, so on and so forth, man. Okay? That's what we want. All right, but check out that Isaiah 11.
It's Isaiah.
You can just start wherever.
I'm still holding Psalms 147.
Okay, come.
This is Psalms 11. I'm gonna start at. I'm just gonna start at 4. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth, and he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. Because going up is talking about Yahweh Shai pretty much. But and let's see, verse 6, it says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Going to, ultimately how, our kingdom, man, is going to be tranquility, peace. We're going to be in a tranquil state, man. Even the beast of the field is going to, be one. Ain't going to be no lion hunting, what's it called? Gazelles and shit, man.
Says, in the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. And the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together.
A little child shall lead them. Little toddler, you know what I'm saying? Play with a fucking bull. Riding it up. 4 years old. Nigga, bro, it's gonna be beautiful, man. They really got, man. I don't know, I be seeing this stuff, bro. Because I know Jake, bro. I know, Jake gonna have so much fun, bro.
That's that Judite spirit, man.
Playing with the animals, even a little 4-year-old nigga on the nut. Get out. He said, yeah, man, that's what Jake gonna be on, bro. I can see it now through the spirit. You know, Jake having fun, bro.
He's smiling for a
You
change.
know, at peace with the animals. Oh man, just like off of Avatar, where they take their braids, like they sync with the animal, or the, like the little pterodactyl joint. It's gonna be beautiful, man. You're gonna be able to read it, to speak to him, man. You know, what you eat today, hey?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I'm just be thinking, man. You know, your spirit, it's gonna be beautiful, man. You gotta really see it, man. You gotta see it to believe it.
Man, like how brothers, man, they be claiming women, Jake be claiming slaves and shit. I be claiming animals and shit. Like even like my dog that died and shit a couple years ago. Like you gotta think, like we gonna see them too. Like she gonna be, running. I seen this one, it was beautiful too. I remember she just recently died, and I know I was at your crib, and what that dog looked like a horse. Like how like a horse.
It's uncomfortable.
Oh, I got the boots. Oh, okay, yeah, kind of.
It's not feeling the ground.
Yeah, but I was at your crib. It's like a little quick testimony, but I was at your crib, and I remember you and Big Eye went to the store or some shit, and we paused the movie. We was watching All Everywhere All at Once, whatever, and I'm just scrolling on Instagram, and I seen a video. It was like, damn, imagine you being in heaven, and he said something like, God says I got somebody be waiting for you, and it's like a dog just running and shit. And I was like, bro, that shit made me tear up. I was like, damn, I just imagine my dog, like, man, that's my nigga, man. Cause it's the spirit, so like me and that dog was connected, bro. Like, she was born the day after me. She was when she died, I was 9 years in the faith, and we got her maybe 2 months when I was in the faith. So she was with me pretty much damn near the whole truth, until she, So that's my man, that's my nigga. I'm sorry, but
nah, I got a couple dogs like that too. Shit,
Man,
I got a few of those.
Like 5 dogs. I can't wait to get them, and I believe it.
Yeah.
Scriptures, can we get that real quick? So give you your heart's desire.
Yeah.
That real quick in Psalms.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites right there.
Real quick.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta get that heart's desire. Bro, this is how our conversation is in heaven, bro. We're not fixated on this place, bro. Fuck this shit, man. Niggas trying to get degrees and be all, trying to climb the ranks and ladders and eat sauce kingdom, man. Fuck this shit, man. Eat and drink, frappes and shit. Fuck no, man. On laptop, man. Shit ass, bro. You got it, bro.
It's Psalms 37 and verse 4. It says, Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart.
Might as well start up. Let's start up to 3.
Yep, Psalms 37 verse 3 says, Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
Right, you said verily you're going to dwell in the land. Just like going back to the first time we went to the land, Joshua and Caleb, you got to have that type of spirit. They was able to dwell in that land because they had faith in the Lord. And Lord willing, it's going to be the same way around. Lord willing, we part of that number. We're going to be the first fruits, the first ones to touch the ground of Israel. And, all everything going to be, we going to touch it first. Then our sons and daughters, so on and so forth,
That's that's like in the military, like the SF or Delta Force, CIA, covert ops, whatever, what have you, SEAL team, whatever. Those high echelon teams, they touch ground first. They do all the legwork first, and then you got the main effort or the main body come in and they start cleaning up shit, or the main effort, so to speak. That's pretty much how that's going to work.
Verse 4 says, Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart.
Man, this is literally one of my favorite scriptures, because the Lord, delight yourself in the Lord. First and foremost, you got to do the work. You got to, suffer and, but hey, the Lord gonna give us the desires of our heart. You brothers taking claim with women, brothers taking claim of certain lands. I do that sometimes too. Like certain parts of China and shit. I want that shit. You know what I'm saying? And right, hell yeah.
I'm just gonna have big dojos, man.
Yeah.
I can see brothers that fight, man. They just gonna have big ass dojos, just beating the shit out of
I
people.
need a Coliseum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Man, it's gonna be some dunk. Hey, I want it. Hey, Jay he gonna be hosting cage matches and shit. I can see him now, some Mac with a big ass smile on his face.
Big ass chalice.
Man.
One of the biggest chalices in Israel,
With
man.
a fat ass, I can see him now. Big ass Yayan, you know, Jake loves it, Yayan.
Humongous steak.
You know what I'm talking about? I can see Jake now, bro. He just sitting there, you know, fat, big ass T-bone, Yayan. He like the cheesy.
Yeah.
Big white ass.
Yeah. Shorty on the left and right. God
Nigga
damn.
get power drive through a king, man.
There's maybe 2 chocolate shorties right here, right here, thick as hell. Right here.
Bro, this is how, but you know, all in all, this is how we think, man. This is our thought process, man. You know, for the viewers, man, whoever may be watching, man, like, we serious about this thing. We ain't here to play around, man. And like I always tell brothers through the spirit, you ain't gonna chase nothing you can't see, man. So you gotta have tunnel vision. You gotta, you know what I'm talking about? And you know, the levels vary, but you gotta really, man, put yourself in that state. You know what I'm saying? No? Yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's right. Hey, that's why Jake always, when sometimes Jake be in in like not a depressive state. That's why Jake always be daydreaming. I do a lot of daydreaming because sometimes Jake be going through hell, and only thing you can do is just what my man said in Matthew 6, just look up in the heavens, man, because that's where your treasures is laid up, man. Your treasures ain't in this damn cell phone, man. When the alarm clock hits 5 in the morning, my man's gotta go. Like, God damn, you know.
Man, ain't gonna be none of that, bro. Fuck. They gonna get woken up to you know. And, you know, see the band playing. You know what I'm talking about?
The harp.
Coming to America. Coming to Israel.
Music, live music, real instruments.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Birds start chirping and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
The biggest smile. You're not gonna be tired, groggy, eyes hurt.
Right. They ain't gonna have crust in it. You know, they got a big ass crust. You know, some Jake crust. Like, damn, motherfucking booger.
Jake eyes be sealed shut.
Man, I hate that shit, dog.
Bags on your eyes and
Them
shit.
the crusty eyes shit, man. Eyes stuck. You trying to peel them shits?
No more sleep paralysis.
Oh,
and shit.
man.
we-
Demons.
What you want to rub elbows,
Yeah,
man?
man. Fuck yeah.
With those same deities that bugged you out.
Yeah, they know work out. Motherfucker playing crib in the middle of the night.
Get stuck right there.
Oh shit.
You gotta hold on, shit.
Yeah, Jake. He got that motherfucker like this.
No homo, only thing you think about is like a banana or some potassium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Start praying and
She
shit.
start praying to the Lord like that. Oh, Krishan, oh, Krishan. Shit hurt. Shit.
And you know, if brothers watch these videos, all they gonna do is just laugh.
Yeah,
Bro, it's real.
It's real. Hello.
Yeah. That's how we gonna have that Hebrew. How do you say 7 in the Hebrew? You know what I'm saying? Man, it's beautiful, man. We can't wait, man. We in a we got a ruling class mentality over here in GMS. So that's what we were taught from our apostles on down. We ain't trying to share nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing to be shared, man. This place been shared. This bitch been passed around, man.
Ooh, the whore.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing. When the kingdom come in, no passing around, man. It's gonna stay this way,
You
man.
live deliciously, man. You had your time, eat them. You know, you was that whore, you know, you got power drive through all the other niggas. You know what I'm talking about? You know, the college witch. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Jumping from dorm to dorm.
Yeah, she from South Dakota, never seen a big city.
Yeah.
Now she's seen the big city, now she getting gang banged and shit.
Yeah.
That's America.
Yup, and then go on to live a luxurious lawyer life and shit.
Yeah.
Man, that shit over, man. Now your ass is AA through. You know what I'm saying? Some more than that.
Read the whole thing for real, but I read next few verses. Just real
We
quick,
out of time.
We're at,
And just because I always think of that scripture, that shit tight, kind of pinkish, but beautiful, crazy. What's it say? He said the desires of your heart. Like I always say, man, one of my one of my greatest desires is just to see everything. I want to see all history. I'm just gonna sit on my throne. I'm just gonna watch everything. I want to see. I want to know everybody. I want to go up to every creature and just I don't know. I just want to know everything I can. But you know, other brothers got desires and whatever. Some brother might have a desire just to fly or whatever. Whatever your desire is, the Lord gonna give it. You know, because I remember I had a dream. I brought it out before, but I had a dream. I woke up in the kingdom, and then it was like a big ass house. I just woke up in the house or something, and then I started thinking like, man, I want like a river behind my house, and I opened the door, and the back door, and I just seen like a river, and then I just thought like, oh, I want some juice, and I guess I went to the refrigerator. But you could probably have some refrigerators, whatever, but I went in there and there was some juice there. So pretty much whatever I thought like I want, it was just there. You know what I'm saying?
Some real juice.
Yeah.
Good fresh apples. Good real apples.
Good shit.
Go to a tree,
That's
grab
gonna
them
be
and squeeze.
That's gonna be beneficial to your body, man.
Yeah. You gonna
Not
feel it.
that shit that they do now. They heat it up, burn off all the nutrients and shit, man. Concentrated, man, bro. Sometimes you think like, man, I'm not getting all this shit out. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, and we're gonna end off with that Psalm 147.
So Psalms 37 and verse 5, it says, commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
Hey, trust in him. That's what the Lord is teaching us right now. You know, the Lord ain't gonna just give us the kingdom, because when we did, the Lord just give us certain things. We neglected it. We was proud, and so the Lord took it from us. You know, got kicked out the land. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. Now we just low as we can be. You know, we learning humbleness. Now the Lord, okay, now you're going through it, you're suffering for Yahweh's name. Now I'm gonna give you the kingdom. I'm going to surely bring it to pass. And this is one, we don't gotta get it, but it's in Jeremiah. He was like, the Lord was like, I'm gonna plant you in Israel, and then he said, I'm gonna put my whole soul into it. And roughly, so many words. Like that shows you, bro. The Lord, Yahweh said that too. He said it's the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So the Lord can't wait. Yahweh himself can't wait too. He just gotta let prophecy come to pass, and he gonna put his whole soul into it. It's gonna be on a whole nother level, man. It's gonna be fucking crazy, man. Like, man.
And just to add on to your points upon, because ultimately it's all gonna magnify him.
Right.
Because he want his, because you know what I'm saying. Now he's invisible in the sense that the whole world isn't acknowledging him. Like we know, according to prophecy, that the whole world in due time is gonna acknowledge that there's one God, there's one omnipotent, which is Yahweh, man. So he can't wait either. I can't, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I made it. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Start popping niggas' koofies off their heads, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy out here.
Yeah, turbans. I mean, well, you wear turbans, but
koofies and
hijabis.
Yeah. Muslim scarf. Talking about that black and white one.
start slapping rugs off niggas, man.
Yeah, man.
Mobs gonna be
magic carpets.
Yeah, man.
It says, and he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday.
Because the Lord gonna put like he said, gonna bring glory to himself and to us too. Our righteousness, because we've been first of all, the Lord's name in us and the Son has been trodden down for so damn long. But the Lord's gonna bring the judgment. It's gonna be like at night, you see at night, then the sun comes and then everything that light is gonna be overbearing. It's gonna be to the point where everybody gonna see it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man, this is locking. I just keep thinking about a little 5-year-old boy with a crown on his head, just on a board, just having fun. I don't know why, bro. Little nigga shape shifting and doing all types of, like this, like the Incredibles. Little nigga dies, see a little nigga speeding off the street, running on the water. That nigga. Yeah, bro, this is gonna be so majestic and magical, bro.
Yeah, kids gonna have fun, man. You don't have to worry about Steve from HR trying to get your kids.
Yeah, man. Jerk-free Dom.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I don't really worry about that now, but it's through the spirit.
Just like that show, we watched, what's that, Dragon Ball? When Kid Goku, when he was a kid, he was just going around running, and he had a whole kind of adventure. He was gone for months. You know, like the elder Yashimamba said that, you know, our sons gonna be gone for like 5 months. We don't gotta worry. You're gonna be on a different, you know, probably playing with lions and shit in Africa, and you're gonna probably go to Asia, go, you know, doing all kind of crazy shit, you know. But it's all gonna be through the Spirit, you know, and then you're gonna be praising the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Meeting up with, cause like say if all 4 of us, you know, we gotta get close in the kingdom, you know, and then our sons gonna be, you know, playing with each other, fighting each other in the air and shit. You know, we gonna be sitting with the throne, with the wine and shit. You know? Yeah, let the young man, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Just throwing fireball at each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, that was a good one. All right.
But hey, that's how we think, man. Playing all types of cosmic games. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just me, man. I just think like that, bro. I can see it, bro. It's gonna come, bro. It's gonna come, bro. We'll win it.
Psalm 37 verse 7, it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Yeah, rest in the Lord. Hey, this shit is almost over, man. It's almost over. Hey, we see it's close. We just gotta keep holding on, keep resting in the Lord. You know what I mean? Because what the scripture says, this ain't our rest. The only way we can rest is in these scriptures. Like I was watching the elder Damashapad video a couple of days ago. He said, like, you know, times where you low or you having anxiety, whatever, all these different feelings, they always get better when you read the scriptures, man. We all experience that. So we all experience the power of the Lord, the power of this word. You know what I'm saying? Because this word is alive. It's do things to you. You know. So now it's about to really engulf the whole fucking earth. You know, because what the scripture says in Isaiah, it says the glory of the Lord shall fill the earth, or the knowledge of the Lord. I forgot which one it said. But pretty much, the Lord is going to be everywhere. He's everywhere right now, but his glory is going to be magnified on a whole new level.
You could read this whole chapter really, but I'm going to jump down to verse 11 and that'll be it. Psalms 37 verse 11, it says, but the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves.
Yeah, man. 'Cause I'm not I don't know. Sometimes Jake had his taste of a little pride. I got my shit beat the fuck up, man. No homo. All of us had a little taste of pride, man. But guess what? We understood it and we turned back from it. So a lot of you so-called Israelites that claim y'all in the truth, y'all don't know how to take your fucking ball caps off, man. All right, y'all know how to listen to your elders. All right, man. What's the biggest deal? If you want to have a ball cap on, cut the motherfucker on the top of your crown. It's small things like that, you know. You know, oh man, I had a priest I was listening to scriptures yesterday. Damn, it's something about hiding your folly. It's in Sirach. About hiding your folly is better than is hiding your folly, something like that. Yeah, please. Because I was reading out and it felt wisdom. Yeah, it resonated with my spirit. Because, you know, like I said, we all got folly, man, but sometimes it's not wise to just keep showing in front of everybody, like. Because you don't want to, because that can offend a brother quick. All right.
I got you real quick. Sirach 20 and verse 31.
Hey, once he read that for you, you can bring that out and speak, and you can close out.
Sirach 20 verse 31. Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom.
So it's better than you hide your folly, man. Like I say, everybody, like some brothers can overconsume alcohol. All right, but you hide that shit sometimes, man. The Lord knows your spirit. All right. Then you don't want to hide that wisdom, because now you take it from the Heavenly Father's from his bank, from his treasury, man. He set you up on that stoop, man. He set you up on the block to pitch this word. All you're gonna do is hide it and get behind and debate a fucking Christian. That's the easiest thing to debate. All right. That's enough on that.
You got that?
Yeah. Psalms 147. I think I want to jump around a little bit, but
sum it up.
Yeah, pretty much. And this Psalms 147 at the top. It says, praise ye the Lord Yahweh, for it is good to sing praises unto our power, but it is pleasant and praise is comely. The Lord doth build up Jerusalem, he gathereth together the outcasts of Israel, he healeth the broken in heart, and bindeth up their wounds.
Come on, man, it's like it. He about to, man, we say he should come healing in his wounds, man. You know? About to heal us, bro. Jake's sick.
He telleth the number of the stars, he calleth them all by their names. Great is our Lord, and of great power, his understanding is infinite. The Lord lifted up the meek, there you go, casted the wicked down to the ground,
It says, sing unto the Lord with thanksgiving, sing praise upon the harp unto our power, who covereth the heaven with clouds, who prepareth rain for the earth, who maketh grass to grow upon the mountains. He giveth to the beast his food, and to the young ravens which cry. He delighteth not in the strength of the horse, he taketh not pleasure in the legs of a man. The Lord taketh pleasure in them that fear him, in those that hope in his mercy. It says, praise the Lord, O Jerusalem, praise thy power, O Zion. For he hath straightened the bars of thy gates, he hath blessed the children within thee. He maketh peace in thy borders, and filleth thee with the finest of the wheat.
You say making peace in thy borders.
Yeah,
What's going into tranquility?
Yep. There ain't gonna be no more. It's gonna be peace in the Middle East, finally, so to speak. You know,
it says, he giveth snow like wool, he scattereth the hoar frost like ashes, he casteth forth his ice like morsels. Who can stand before his cold? He sendeth out his word and melteth them. He causeth his wind to blow and the waters to flow. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. That goes back to the beginning of what we were talking about. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Which I guess you call law. It just goes back, it just flows right back into the topic at hand, which we opened up with. All right, we're not rubbing elbows with these heathen, man. These heathen put you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in subjection. Cruel subjection. Mainly, chiefly, you so-called white people, Edomites. Chiefly, Amalekites, man. So I'm not rubbing elbows with these fucking heathen, man. I'm putting them to death and I'm putting them to slavery. And these brothers can attest to it.
so with that, Lord's will, hope you're edified. On a beautiful day, beautiful Sunday, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors be to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elders, while Akimi of GMS, and men that are like them, that is pushing the word with truth and sincerity. Shalom, to the Wa Baba Ball, Shalom.
Baba, shalom.
It was what we endure.